Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Here's the former Illini kicker Chase McLaughlin to get us started. And we are underway from Miami. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
The career is more at stake when you win your prime. The paper, baby, my face on the dotted line. I've been flying out.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing from the outset is Penix. He has it complete to Christian Watson.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. To the air, Penix. To the left side, pass caught by Thornton. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Davis. And he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now. You talk about this Miami defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. This defense for the Dolphins very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
second down and 4. Now a handoff to Chandler. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. The slot man in motion right. Here's Penix. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Pushing through the contact. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
They'll go play action here with Penix. They'll buy some time right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Now a 2nd and 10. And looking to throw, Penix. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll throw with Penix. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. That's just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
Shot 60. Here we go. Shot.
Daniels looking to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Thomas, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Now you look at the Saints defense. They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stuffed him for no gain.
Second and 10.
Come on.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points Saints 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Bryce Baringer on now to punt.
Baringer in punt formation.
Fielded just inside the 30. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
31-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Penix. Completes this one to Thornton. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Penix working out of the gun here. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Penix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Ready?
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard after the 49.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at their 49-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
A play fake. Now Penix. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 36. To give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 36. From the shotgun, it's Penix. Got his man, it's Thornton. And they move this gets all the way down to the 9. A very solid gain of 27.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a first and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Now Chandler. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. It's his 11th touchdown on the ground, number 14 overall. And the Saints are able to extend their lead.
Two good drives on their first two possessions. Remember, the first wound up in a field goal, but we all know field goals aren't going to cut it in the NFL. So they're not going to be denied here, and they wound up punching this one into the end zone.
Zuerlein good with a PAT. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Dolphins nothing. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession and try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
From the 22 now, here's a 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Start. Ready.
Now Daniels. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 42 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. On 1st and 2, it's Hall. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The Dolphins hit 9 and 2 to start play. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where they opened week 5.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Tag. Viking. Trap 60. Trap 60.
To the air goes Daniels. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
It's a 10-yard loss.
It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
35-yard line.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Escaping the pressure right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Daniels. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on and 2.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. And Walker has it. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Let's go now. 18, 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle.
Operating from the gun, Penix. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Fielded at the 33. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Ready? Panther, 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle.
To throw is Daniels. And he fires one incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Daniels. And he is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Mario, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Thomas brings it in. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 20-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. McKinnon here, it's complete. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
They'll run with Hall. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Daniels on the move to his left. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jaden Daniels taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand-new ball game. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Going with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. In motion left, that's Thornton. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Here's Penix. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And he's got room. Off to the races. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And just shouting him off there. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Call again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Daniels. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be out around the 45-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
Here we go. Strike.
Looking to throw. Daniels. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Come on. Ready.
Back to throw. Daniels. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
70 range.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
Miami Dolphins. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Bronco switch. Go.
Back to the ground with Hall. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Running lanes run a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Got it.
From
Ready?
the 29, here's 2nd and 5. Daniels looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the 1st.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Sliding out of the pocket. They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Now a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Daniels. Eluding the pressure right. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
Let's go now. 19, Chuck.
They'll look to run the ball. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. This guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jaden Daniels with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10.
Makes the score Dolphins 17, Saints 10. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. But Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
They'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
He was taken down by it's a gain of 8. And it brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop them on 3rd down. And looking to throw, Penix. And this pass broken up. And the contact well in time there. And now 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And take it right on the 30. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
And they're on 42-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 48-yard line, here's second down and 5. Operating from the gun, Daniels, flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Ready?
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
60. Ready? 60 broadcast. Next, go.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Thomas has got it, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Let's go now. Ready?
They'll give to Hall. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. On the tackle there was DJ Turner. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Back to throw now on second and 10. Being chased out left. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Well, this has certainly turned into a showcase game for what he can do on the ground because they're just continuing to give him chances to run it, and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
The offense on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Daniels. Touchdown Dolphins. Going through. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during this series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a second down and just a couple. Quickly out wide, this is Watson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. To the air, Penix. Getting this ball out wide for Davis. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll try to throw again. Here's Penix. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down.
And the Saints first down.
Now Penix. He'll get that complete to Albert O. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles and really scatter some people, can't they?
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is a really simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
On third down, Penix from the gun. Completes this one to Thornton. And he is going to have a Saints first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
They'll drop this off for Davis. 2nd and 6 coming up. Inside give to Davis. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Let's go now. Not Warriors, 70, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Buffalo 18.
Looking to throw Penix. And Walker with it over the middle. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A third down pickup of 5.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a fourth down.
On the bootleg, it's Penix. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. And the defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they're run on first down. 57 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here we go. 70 Timberwolves.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Dolphins, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Saints, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.